Hi kids, it's time to open up number 6, envelope number 6. So go ahead and open it up and see what you have in there. Okay, so you should have a little bag with buttons in it. Oh man, what are we going to make with these buttons? Okay, I don't remember how many buttons you have, but it's going to work. I don't know no matter how many you have. What you need for today are your buttons, probably a pencil, some glue, and I think you're probably going to want your pencils or your pen or some crayons or markers. So the first thing you need to do is, we're going to make a Christmas card. So to make a card, you have to take the paper out. So what you can do is just rip it out like this. And you see it has all those crazy edges on it. We don't want that. So just fold it. And it's okay if it's hard for you, just find an adult to help you. And pull this part off like that. And you might have a little spot like that, and just pull it off. Okay, and then we're going to fold it in half. So it looks like this. Okay, so I'm going to move my book out of the way so it's easier to see. So you should have a card that looks like this, and what we're going to do is glue your buttons to make a wreath. And then if you want to, you can give this pretty card to your mom or dad, or to your teacher, or send it to Noni. I bet she would like that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put all my buttons in a circle, and I'm going to make them in a pretty pattern, whatever pattern you like. So I don't want my two greens together. I want to put, I need one more space for this little button right here. There. All right. So you want to make kind of just a circle in the middle, and don't put any glue down before you decide how big your circle is going to be. And once you know how big your circle is going to be because you made your plan, you can just use your pencil to make a really light inside circle, because now you have to take your buttons off so that you can glue them. So now I'm going to take my buttons off, and you can see when I moved them, they kind of stayed in the same pattern, so it's going to be easy for me to remember. And now you can just put glue around the circle that you made and start putting your buttons back in place. Try to be kind of careful so you don't get glue all over everything. And just like with the other ones I told you, you don't need a lot of glue because it's going to stay pretty good with just a little bit. I like this wreath. I don't know if you have seen a lot of wreaths, but we usually hang a wreath on the door at Christmas time, and it's a real pretty decoration that is fun to use. Alright, so now we have our wreath, just like that, but we also want to do some more decorations. So you might want to just let it dry for a few minutes so they don't get messed up when you're doing your decorations, but I don't have that much time, so I'm just going to keep going. So what I want to do is put a bow on my wreath. So I'm going to put my bow at the bottom, and here's an easy way to draw a bow. First, you make a little square. And after your square, you put a line out like this, almost like a triangle with a flat top. See that? And you can do the same thing on this side. And you know what? Mine's going to run into my buttons, and that's okay. Right, so now I have my bow, and then I can make the strings that hang down from my bow like this. That looks pretty cool. And what else can I put? If I want to, I can pretend like this is a door, so I can draw the door on the outside. So maybe this is like my door. You can go check and see what color your front door is. You can color it that color. And I I think that's it. I think that's what I'm going to put on my card. So now, I don't know if that's kind of hard to see, so I'm going to go over it in a black pen so you can see what I was drawing. Right, so I did my bow on my wreath, and then I just drew some lines on the side because this is going to be my door. And maybe your door has a window or a little peephole, so you can just put it in if you want to. You can put the doorknob over here. Whatever you want to put, whatever your door looks like, that's what you should do. Okay, so now you can use your color pencils, so you can use your pencils or your pen, or if you have crayons or markers, you can use those, and you can start coloring. I think my door is kind of like a reddish brown, so I'm gonna get red and brown. Sometimes if you want to mix colors, you can color it one color and then color over top of it another color. So like this, my door is kind of reddish like this, but it's also kind of brown. So you can color with your first color, and then you can color on top with your second color, and it makes it closer to the color that you want it to be. It's kind of cool. Color pencils can mix together and make a lot of new colors if you try. I like to color kind of light on my pencils because then you can see both colors. There. Now when you're coloring, it's going to be a little bit hard to color around your wreath. That's okay. You just have to take your time and be a little more careful. And parents, if you have little ones, you might want to have them color it first, or actually mark off where your wreath is going to be first, and then have them color it and then glue the wreath on. It's probably a better plan. But you know me, I like to do things the hard way. So, color it one color, and then you can color another one on top, and that makes a new color. So my door is kind of reddish brown, so I colored it red and brown. And don't forget to color on the inside too. I would make my bow red, and I would make it dark red. And so when you're using colored pencils, you just have to press harder to get a darker color. So, good luck drawing your door and putting your wreath on your door. And when you're done, you can think about who do you want to give this to. It might be your teacher or someone else that you know. You might want to send it to one of your cousins, or send it to Noni and Granddaddy, or Tia, or one of your other aunts and uncles, or one of your other grandparents, and I think they would really like to see that. Okay, I hope you had fun making your wreath on your door today, and I will see you again next time.